Hey, what's up, everybody? Cody back here with some very, very big news that came out today. I think a game that quite a few of us are looking forward to by the name of F1 2013, and I've got the first couple of trailers here that Codemasters put up today. Very, very lovely looking graphics. They've done a great job. I tell you, with the chrome on the McLaren, it seems like every year they've been able to refine that more and more. It could just be because they love McLaren, as they always seem to have the best car on the games in time trial. But um, yeah, obviously graphics looking very nice. So yeah, just moving on to the game details. Just got the Codemasters blog up here. It's going to be available for 360, PlayStation 3, and PC only. So that just solidifies. There's big rumors going around that maybe it was going to come into PlayStation 4 or Xbox One, but that's completely confirmed at this point that they're not going to be going to next gen. However, the other biggest unveiling that they did, and this has been rumored for several years. I mean, Codemasters have always been saying, ever since back in 2010, I think I remember some of the developers saying that they really wanted to get some like classic content in, and it's now official as of today that there will be an F1 2013 Classic Edition, and it'll basically be a limited edition premium package that'll include classic content from the 80s, 90s, and actually what I'm looking most forward to is the fact that it's going to have 4 classic circuits, and actually some of the best circuits from back in the day. The only omission really being Hockenheim. Really would like it if if they would have put that track on the game as well. But yeah, in terms of content from the 80s, it looks like there's going to be 5 cars ranging from Ferraris, Williams, and Lotuses. There'll be 10 legendary drivers, including Mansell, Andretti, Fittipaldi, and Gerhard Berger. And I'm actually wondering how they're going to incorporate the drivers into this into the whole mix, because obviously they're going to have some kind of personality, because why would you have the driver, there'd have to be something in there, either they brought these drivers in into the recording studio or whatever to give some commentary or some thoughts or whatever on the cars. Maybe that's going to be in the final game, so hopefully we'll maybe get something like that. From the 80s, you're going to have an old version of Jerez and also Brands Hatch. I'm honestly not too familiar on the history of Brands Hatch, but I'm pretty certain that the layout hasn't changed over the years or over the decades, so I'm thinking it's probably just going to be exactly how it is today, maybe with a little bit more aggressive, or a little bit less lenient runoff areas and whatnot. And from the 90s, there's going to be 6 iconic cars from Ferrari and Williams, including DC, Eddie Irvine, Prost, and Jacques Villeneuve, among others, according to the blog here. So the only real issue that I have is that they don't mention anything about McLaren, and I don't know if this is because Codemasters are maybe holding that content back for release and unveiling later on. Hopefully that's the case, because it definitely would be nice to have some McLaren, even if they can't put Ayrton Senna stuff in. And I can tell you guys that via Twitter they have confirmed that no Senna content will be in the game, because I think some studio in Brazil, there's a name like Ritza or something is coming into mind, but I think they're making like some kind of Ayrton Senna game that I think it's going to be throughout his entire career, and unfortunately that means that Codemasters are pretty much SOL when it comes to putting Senna stuff in. But yeah, hopefully we can get some classic McLaren stuff. That'd be great. And the tracks from the 90s are going to be Imola and Estoril, which is also in Portugal. So both of those tracks are amazing. And if it's the proper Imola without the chicane, before the very tragic incident with Senna there in '94, hopefully it's the proper Imola circuit. That'll be great. So here's the little teaser reveal that they did. There's a nice Ferrari. Don't quiz me on the cars. I honestly don't know them off the top of my head. I'm only started watching F1 in the late 2000s. So yeah, I mean, there you go with the F1 2013 Classic Edition, and yeah, things are definitely looking nice. They've got a bit of a Murray Walker quote there. I wonder if they're actually gonna use any like kind of classic commentary from him, or if they've actually brought him in to do any kind of sound recording. So yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, nothing said about multiplayer, unfortunately, other than the fact that you'll be able to drive the cars online. the old classic cars. So yeah, it's very nice unveil. I kind of wish there was a little bit more content, on other various things besides the classic cars, as that was sort of the main focus today. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the weeks to come, and hopefully we'll get much more footage. And yeah, so until then, Cody up.